Hey parents, in this video, we're going to talk about everything that you need to know about social media. If you're anything like me, you've got kids, you've got teens who are on their phones all the time on Twitter, Instagram, whatever, and you might not really be clued in. And that can be dangerous. If you don't know what it's all about, how it all works, and the boundaries you should set up, then really you might be setting up your kids for failure. So we're going to actually talk with a high school senior who gets it, he's living it, and he's got some really helpful tips for all of us parents out there. All right, well, Wyatt, let's start with this. How often are you, or is the typical student on his phone?
A lot, like way too much, honestly. I'm on my phone all the time. Like it's kind of a problem, honestly, but yeah, I'm on it all the time.
Yeah, probably a lot of parents notice that with their kids.
Yeah.
All right, you've got some tips for us. What's your first tip?
Okay, so the first one for parents is know how the apps work. Understand what the kids are doing, and you have to know. All right, so I've got it open right here. This is Twitter. Instagram's kind of similar, but this is on your profile page. So this is where you can look at your recent tweets. So I can scroll down. We're looking at the recent tweets that they've tweeted. You can look at the pictures that they posted. Bryan hasn't posted any pictures. This is Bryan's Twitter, by the way. And you can look at their recent likes, too, the things that they've liked on Twitter, that they've viewed. And then, so go into their Twitter feed. This is what's going to pop up on their feed. So this is what they're looking at whenever they scroll. And whoever they're following is going to pop up on this.
All right, so how does this all practically work for a kid? Are they scrolling through the feed? How do the likes work? How does the following work?
Yeah, so most, like 90% of your time is going to be on the feed. That's where you're going to see new things. At the top, you're constantly refreshing it, waiting for something new to pop up. And if you see something you like, so say I like this tweet, I'm just going to hit that little heart right there. It's going to pop up. And then, so that's going to show up in what I showed you before on the likes. So
okay, so
there it is.
So if you're explaining this to an old parent like me and people watching,
yeah,
then this is kind of like a subscription, like subscribing to a magazine.
Yeah, whenever you follow someone, yeah, it's exactly what it is. Because if you don't follow them, you're never going to see what they post.
Okay.
So yeah, like right now you're following CNN, so I can click on them, and you're following them. That little blue thing up in the corner means you're following them.
Got it. So if students follow a bunch of people, their friends and whatever.
Friends, pages, whatever they find interesting, they're going to follow. All right, so that's actually my second tip, is understand who they're following and what they're viewing, because whoever they're following is what they're constantly going to be seeing.
Okay, so how do you know then if they're following someone they shouldn't be following?
Well, you have to understand your values. You have to understand what your kids' values should be. Okay. And so when you're looking through their feed and you see something that you don't want to be on there, then it's pretty obvious, some of the pages.
So what's a parent supposed to do then? Is tell their kid to unfollow? What's it called?
Unfollowing, yeah. And then I'd also bring up the point of why are they following them in the first place? They should know better, right? So I'd confront them. Yeah, for sure I would.
Little teaching moment there for parent.
Yeah, because it's not just the click of the button, it's why are they clicking that button, All
right, that's good. And I think that leads to your last tip that you were mentioning to me, as far as parents when they're thinking about it. Can you just have this conversation once and it's solved? No,
you constantly have to be checking up on them, because it's not, it's always changing, stuff is always popping up on there, something new is going to pop up. You have to constantly check up on what they're into,
That's good. That's helpful. So any other last tips for parents who are just in a world of just confusion when it comes to social media?
I'd say give it a shot, check it out, try to learn it for yourself. The better you know it, the more you're going to be able to understand what your kids are getting into and how they're spending all that time on their phone.